is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Demetrius Andrade, auto-tune, squeaky-talking motherfucker. I smack the play with me in person. Go to the Wilder fight. I'll see you at Wilder fight. If you real, go to Wilder fight. I'll meet you at Wilder fight. Let's turn up at Wilder fight. Wilder Fury. Let's turn up. Jacobs, whoever want to fight me, go to Wilder fight. And I'm going to pick you out the day of the fight. Fuck. Stop playing with me. I'm the champ. Big champ shit. You know what I mean? Hey, big champ shit. Stop playing with me. Yeah, tell them that. What's his name? Eddie Hearns. To call Al Haymon. You know, I don't do that shit. You put the shit together. So Eddie Hearns. Yo, Eddie. Yo, Eddie Boy. Bitch, call Al. Stop calling me. The fucking look like I don't fucking make fights, you stupid ass queer. You make the fights if you want to make it, all right? Holler at me later.
I just want to say I got the hardest intro on TVV.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
Boxing Voice Radio, I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Michael Gross, the boss.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Yo, what up?
Boxingvoice.com. TVV for life. If you ain't on Patreon,
Boxingvoice.com.
I told Fury 2 years ago that I was going to baptize him. You know, rising up is part of the baptism.
Doesn't really matter what I say and what Wilder says. It all matters what happens on the night. I'm going to get that green belt. I'm also going to get the ring magazine. And I'm also going to keep my lineal championship.
Boxingvoice.com.
make sure you push that thumbs up.
Can't remember a bigger heavyweight fight in a long time. Maybe Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson was the last big fight like this. That was the last US UK showdown.
That lineal bullshit, it ends there. It ends with him.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Two-time. It's our second time this evening. So we back with another one. Jermall Charlo takes to his IG live and gets real live, man. Calling people out, man. He trying to bring that drama to the Wilder Fury. I don't know, man. I don't know if they going green like this. Once the powers that be find out, he might be throwing down. I mean, we could be misinterpreting it too. He maybe don't want to fight at Wilder Fury. Maybe he wants to pick his fight at Wilder Fury. And he's inviting Jacobs and Andrade to negotiate. I don't know, but we will talk about it. This is what we're going to be talking about. Jacobs Charlo, Jacobs Andrade, and no. Charlo Andrade, Charlo Jacobs. And Jacobs going ham on social media. So if you're interested, you already know, hit that thumbs up button on the way on to the live stream, giving us some support. We're going to head on out to Big Mike in Indiana.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. 2 to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
Boxingvoice.com. Yo, what up, and big up to everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one. And Jermall Charlo, man, goes to his goddamn social media, and I like it, bro. I ain't gonna like it. I like it, man. Lets everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Gotta deal with Al. These guys always say you gotta deal with Al, you know what I'm saying? Why you sending me offers? I'm not no whatever he said, because it was kind of bleeped out, but I'm looking forward to Wilder Fury, and I don't think he's gonna, try to throw down with anybody. I think he's being a smart guy by looking at Wilder Fury as one of the biggest fights this year that has a lot of attention on it from ESPN, from Fox. You know what I'm saying? You make a statement or you get into a little argument there that could go viral. You don't know who might see that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who might want to put that fight on. So, hey, I like it. Wow, what's going on, Ness and Big Super Mix?
Yes, sir. Let's head on out to Plainview, Texas, Big Super Max.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Poloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo, what up, TBV? Ness Mike, it's good to be back. Got snowed in up here in West Texas, so you know I had to jump on the show. First things first, man, let me talk about that new intro, Ness. My goodness. I'm going to have to hit up Dollar and upgrade mine, man. That was fire. But yeah, you got Jermall Charlo coming out with a live feed, talking that greasy. Really something I like to see. I'm with Mike. I'm all for it. The interesting twist, though, is because, you know, it's a Fox and ESPN co-promoted pay-per-view, and he's going to be trying to negotiate a fight, maybe plan a fight with a DAZN fighter. So, you know what, man? Let's break down all these barriers. Let's build these bridges. Let's get all these guys fighting, man. I think this is a step in the right direction.
All right, let's give them some facts. WBC middleweight champion / title holder Jermall Charlo got online, IG Live, and started talking a little bit crazy about some of his rivals, especially Demetrius Andrade and Daniel Jacobs. You can catch the video. Plenty of YouTubers have recorded his live and put it on their channel. Fighter IQ actually has it. You can check it out there. We have the audio for you, and we could actually play the video as well, but we have, what else we got here? So Charlo is calling for Andrade and Jacobs to come see him face to face at Wilder Fury if either of them have any problems with him and really want to fight. He says, Demetrius Andrade, auto-tune, squeaky-talking motherfucker, I smack the fuck out of you. Play with me. Play with me in person. Go to the Wilder fight. I see you at the Wilder fight. If you real, go to the Wilder fight. Let's turn up at the Wilder fight. Yo, I don't know if I like that though. Like, why you wanna fuck up Wilder night? You know what I'm saying? We mean let's turn up.
Wilder night, man.
Bruh.
Just recognize it as the attention from the media is gonna be evident. If you can make that fight bigger at that fight, then that's what you do. He's been
Yeah,
so you're not taking Demetrius Andrade, and I quote, Demetrius Andrade, auto-tune, squeaky-talking, I will smack the out of you. That's what that sounds pretty literal. I don't know that I want to go to any place.
You act like you live in Demi suburbs all your fucking life now.
Bro, have you seen when Jermall got mad at Andre and he was like, yo, why you all mad? I just want to fight. Like, yo, they take it personally.
Guys say things, but seldom you'll see a guy smack another guy unless it's just like real beef. He's just talking, man. Come on, bro. We hear this all the time. We hear it all the time.
I mean,
I'm with Mike on this.
Listen, Chisora smacked Vlad, so we gotta be careful. We can't.
Chisora different.
And
he also had some Vaseline, you know what I'm saying? Put down his pants
and David Hay, he glossed Chisora. So like, you gotta be careful. I mean, I know we talking about UK dudes. Maybe they a little more gangster than us, but I mean, hey, if you say you're gonna smack him, you might smack him.
I'm with Mike here. I think that's the perfect time to build publicity for the fight. Now, I don't know that A.L. Haymon would be too happy with Charlo maybe crashing or, a press conference.
Not crashing, man.
I mean, he sound like that.
I don't see how you get it on the air because Andrade and Jacobs are DAZN fighters. You already got a cross promotion. Our ESPN.
You gotta get it on the air. Let the YouTubers do it for you.
I think the way to maximize it, you got to get it somehow live on air, because I think there's going to be a lot of casual fans watching this fight. This fight has probably been the biggest. I seen a gas pump. I was pumping gas the other day. Had a commercial for Wilder Fury. So I think this is big, man. I got a lot of people asking me about it. I think if you can get it on air somehow, get the animosity shown, that'll catch people's interest.
But this is next, man. Y'all know, like, and yes, you do too. You know, like I know, if there is an altercation or a argument between Andrade and Charlo, You know the zone gonna repost it on all their social media platforms.
I'm not saying that the zone won't, but what I'm saying, if there's an altercation or argument with Charlo, is that what Al Haymon want? Is that what Wilder and Fury want? This day night. You know what I'm saying? I'm just opening people's eyes. It ain't me telling, again, this is not my words. I'll smack you. I'm leaving out the curse. I'm trying not to get flagged. Seems like every show we do get flagged these days. I'll smack you. Play with me in person. Like, if I tell somebody, say that shit to my face, is because I don't believe anything you saying over the internet. So when we see each other, have that same energy. But playing devil's advocate, why is he telling Andrade and Charlo to meet him at Wilder Fury when last I checked, Jacobs pretty much ran down on him? So is the energy going to change now?
And was it Jermall that had the run-in with Danny Jacobs a couple years ago?
Absolutely.
In the hallway? It was Jermall?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we've seen how that one played out. But see, that's what I'm saying, Mike, is that incident happened and that fight never came to fruition. And those are two Al Haymon fighters. So I think you got to get it to where the casuals want to see this. And see
That's
some
exactly
animosity.
what Jermall is trying to do. He's trying to do that, man. By telling these guys, I dare you to show up to Wilder Fury and confront me, it's gonna be a media sensation. Like, people gonna be like, what two guys over there doing? They are, oh shit, they really going at it. Okay. Are they box? For the casual fans, you know what I'm saying? But for the people who already know, like, that's a fight that we all want to see, Charlo and Jacobs, because they got past beef and they've been talking about each other. Charlo Andrade, that fight can only be bigger, and I think Jermall just wants that fight to be bigger, and he may see this as an avenue for that fight to be bigger.
I'ma be real. I want Jermall to keep his attentions on Jacobs. Jacobs is the bigger fight. Him and Jacobs have history. Andrade's history is with Jermall, the brother of Jermall. This is Big Charlo, as he calls himself. Big Charlo has history with Jacobs. It's a bigger fight for him. He has the title. I'm going to double check, but I think Jacobs got ranked in the WBC after his last fight.
I thought he fought at 168, but I know he's still ranked at 160 for some odd reason, but I know he fought at 168 his last fight against Chavez, because Chavez missed the weight by 5 pounds.
Well, he said previously that for the right fight, he would come back to 160.
No,
so
and I remember before that Chavez, for the build-up to the Chavez fight, there was a lot of talk of him being ranked in 160. So right now you got Canelo, Charlo, Derevyanchenko. No Jacobs. Jacobs is ranked number 4 in the WBC, 168. Benavidez.
That's a good fight right there.
That's a big fight. Not like pay-per-view big, but you put that motherfucker on like on
Damn,
Fox
bro. Yo, for Charlo. For Charlo, he needs to do some business for real. The WBC rankings got shitty for him. Sergey Derevyanchenko is the best, right? Then you got Jaime. Okay, but people, if he beats Jaime, they're going to say he was unproven. Camille Sedimenta, he going to get starched by Gennady. Liam Williams, we know him as hardcores. America won't give him credit. East-West Falco, who's heard of him besides Top Rank? Terry Arnold Johnson, not on that level. Selecki, common opponent, but you a champ now. Rob Brandt, I guess we fuck with him, former champ, but he's injured. Dennis Hogan, you did that. I don't even know who Jambeki Alamahony is. Who that? Ali Mahakahoni? No, wait.
He got
Ali
unified, bro. I know you used to going down the names. All those names are either occupied, injured, or ain't on their level.
Yeah, man. And you got Rosado, Centennial, who he faced. Quigley, who's not on that level. Wow, bruh. Wow. All right, that's WBC. Let me see if anything else.
WBO probably worse.
Wow, bruh. How do you stick around for this shit?
Cause you want, man, like Gennady gotta get out that bullshit, man. Like that's that.
Yeah,
that's
but listen, bro, Gennady at this age, Charlo's just not in the plans. Why can't y'all understand that?
I'm not saying Charlo. I'm saying shit. Either Andrade or Jacobs or somebody. Like, you can't just fight Serramenta and expect Canelo be like, okay, yeah, it's time for us to fight now.
Bro, he ain't expecting Canelo, guys. He's expecting the Zone. The Zone knows how much they invested in the two of those men. They gonna make sure that fight happens.
He just cashing these checks though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fighting Serramenta.
Bro, especially, let me tell you, everybody respects that Derevyanchenko was a tough fight that people thought he won. So I'm sure the networks are like, all right, man, we're gonna let you get a soft one.
And that was Lupa was talking about when he came on about Derevyanchenko getting the chance at Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't his guy mentioned of fighting Charlo and Andrade and things like that? I mean, that's the best fight Charlo can probably hope for outside of the Chris Eubank fight. We'll see how that WBA.
Charlo got a better list than Sergey. Okay, the list starts with Jacobs, then
Jacobs at 168, and I mean Jacobs gonna feel like he's the A side coming.
He is the A side.
But
he fought Julio Cesar Chavez. He fought Canelo. He fought Gennady.
I'm a champion.
It don't matter.
I got the belt, and you coming down to my division.
It don't matter. Sometimes some people are bigger than the belt, and in this case,
wait, Jacobs bigger than the belt?
In this case,
come on, bro.
Bro, that's Did you hear the three names that Jacobs fought?
I know. Chavez Jr. Oh, wow.
Canelo and Gennady.
Canelo
and Gennady.
Lost both of them, bro.
Huh?
He lost both of them.
But he fought them.
It don't matter if he fought. You don't get no goddamn.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
A-sides status for losing.
All right,
yeah,
bro.
I have a hard time seeing the clear A-side in that fight. Honestly.
Thank you, Joseph. 50-50 fight, right?
Negative.
Will go last.
Negative.
Champion.
Negative.
Me first.
Negative. First of all, the money's gonna come from DAZN, which we all know. It's gonna be Charlo. It's gonna be Jacobs, who's the A side. Jacobs is the established fighter. Jacobs done did 3 pay-per-views. You over here clowning, bro. You don't know what you're talking about.
Do you think it depends where the fight is?
3 pay-per-views?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Okay. All right.
What 3 do? I'm waiting.
Canelo, Gennady.
That was DAZN.
Who? Gennady was
that was DAZN. Damn.
Yeah, all that shit DAZN, bro.
Yo, but that shit still felt like a pay-per-view. See what I'm saying? Listen, big fights are big fights. You can't take that away from him. He got bigger fights.
Canelo, though.
Did Charlo get his Canelo opportunity? No. Even fucking even Islandri got his. Come on, you can't. It's like he told him when he walked down on him. What'd he say? You ain't touching M's. I've been touching M's.
I feel like it'll be one of those ones, where
M's, for my casual listeners, M's mean millions. And here goes some more facts. Won't you put hashtag Jermall Charlo in Instagram? See that it only got 5,000 search inquiries. Put Demetrius Andrade. See that it only has 1,000. Then put Jacobs. Then when you do that, check how many Instagram followers Charlo's got. Is only 298 and Andre 99,000. Then check Jacobs. Like, stop it with this ridiculous narrative. There's only one dude. There's only one dude that HBO decided to invest 6 fights into. Did pay-per-views with.
Nigga, did he get out 6 of them?
They paid him. He got paid. It was an unprecedented 6-fight deal. Niggas ain't never heard of that shit with HBO.
I think it was optional on the fight, cause shit. How you gonna give me 6 fights and then give me 2 of them, then shut down?
It's okay, but what was unprecedented was the headline, Mike. He got a 6-fight deal with HBO.
I feel you. That's like saying Supermax. That's like saying Zeke Elliott got $100 million, but we all know shit. He really got $50 million guaranteed. The rest of it is up. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask
grabs with incentives.
You deal with plenty of other sports, so I'm sure you hear contract terminology, right? Or whatever. My thing is, if they offered him 6 fights before they signed him, and so what if they shut down? You telling me they ain't give him at least a bonus? Like, yo, I'm sorry we couldn't finish your last 2 on our contract. Here's this bonus. Get the fuck out of here. You signed the contract. We gonna go to court, or you gonna give me something? We ain't signed for 6. We signed for 6, not 4. You shut them doors. Give me my money.
This will be one of those fights, though, where, like, Jacobs will walk last, but in the ring, Charlo will get introduced second. You know, because we've had those.
I agree.
Those double fights. Even Vargas and Oscar De La Hoya did that once before. You know, so even the big names. But then I think that's more.
Bruh, Charlo don't got his face on no bus. He's not he's not endorsed by Presbyterian Hospital. He's not the cancer poster boy. Like, you can't take none of Jacobs' accomplishments. Doesn't matter what y'all think about winning, losing. He did all that. Being under the lights, being on pay-per-view fights, being on the stage with Canelo, all that matters. Charlo got more followers. You lying, man. He lying. My man over here lying.
I'm thinking like, damn, Charlo like with fucking Chris Brown and shit. I'm only thing he around Chris Breezy.
He says Jacobs has 221, Charlo has 293.
Okay, man. Next out here, boy. He sure had me going for a second. I'm like, dang.
I was right on the Andre. Andre got 99. That's Danny Ford for not being active, man.
Here we go. Not Danny
Shit.
Ford. I thought he was popular, dog. Wait. Danny Ford.
Wait. Let's check this. The hashtag Jacobs tag.
The hashtag.
14,000.
With Canelo.
Yeah, do Charlos. Do Charlos. No. I'm talking about Daniel Jacobs. That's it. 14.7 thousand. Do Charlos. 5,000. That means people searching him more. Don't matter. They searching him more. And I'll prove it to you. Watch. Gervonta. I put Gervinti. Look, Gervonta Davis. How you... Oh, let me put Davis. What he got? Damn, why his shit say fewer than 100? Maybe I'm spelling it wrong.
Sometimes they be taking the tags away. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what I'm saying.
Nah, here it go. 69.3 thousand.
He popular.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. And if he got 63 and you consider him popular, and one got 14.7 and the other one got 1,000 and the other one got 5,000, who's the A side? Jacobs. But look, that's only one metric. I get you. It's not end all be all. You right. But you know what's another metric?
When I just did a million on Fox.
When both fighters go to the table and they check their checks, right?
Jermall just did a million.
You go to the table, Mike. You go to the table and you ain't gonna take less money, especially if you're coming off a win. There you go. Who been getting more money? Damn. They said,
bro, he got the Canelo fight, man.
Bro, he got the Canelo. He had before Canelo. He was getting money. He was getting money before Canelo.
Okay, put yourself in this situation. If you're Al Haymon, who are you more invested in at this point? I agree. I think he's more invested in Charlo.
I agree with y'all only because he already let Jacobs go do his own thing. Remember? Or we could also say he's invested in Jacobs. He's still his advisor. They still work together. He's still the one sent them over there.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna be involved in both sides of that.
If this fight get made, man, Al got to sign up on it, because these both were like both of his guys. That
I don't know if he got to sign off. I think honestly, Jacobs comes to him for advice. Mm-hmm. As an advisor, we all know Keith Connolly is his manager, and Eddie is his promoter. So, it's more like hell yeah, he signed a match on. It's more like Eddie and Connolly gonna tell him, look, this is the fight. This is Chavez versus you, this how much money. It's a great deal, Conley tells him, right? But he still want that last, conversation with Al that gives him, this is a good deal. Ain't nothing crazy in this paragraph, in this contract. You good. You want to have somebody comb it over.
I can see Al telling Charlo, hey, look, man, take the short end on this one, get that win, come back. Now you even bigger. You got another comparable name to Jacobs with Jacobs with Canelo and Golovkin again. So I can see where I do that.
What's up with my man talking about bring up Charlo's Fox views? You forgot Charlo fought on Showtime and did 248 like his Instagram followers?
Yeah. But everybody do bad on Showtime, man.
Let's blame Showtime except when Wilder fight. Except when Wilder fight. That's why they want to go ahead and that's why they want to do this showdown at Wilder fight, because they know who bringing the numbers.
Everybody outside of Wilder, the numbers are down.
Not Javantes. He did 700,000. He did 700,000. Yeah.
He did like 600. Why you always round it up?
He did 705.
Okay. I don't know off the top of my head, bro. So I'm gonna ride with you. But quick sidebar. We got an interview tomorrow at I believe 10 a.m. with Lucas Brown. You know what I'm saying? He has a fight coming up with Junior. Who he's fighting?
Oda Wallen.
Yeah. So we had Oda.
It's gonna be live from Australia. So the cool part about this interview is he's in the future. So technically, it's already happened because we'll be interviewing him Wednesday at 10 a.m. But it will be Thursday 8 p.m. Or 9 p.m. when we talk to him. So pretty spooky.
TBV time traveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
For those that ever say time traveling doesn't exist, just jump on a plane to Australia. You're in the future.
Brandon Maurice, that's very true. AB does pretty good numbers always on Showtime.
I mean, it's been a long time since he's been on Showtime.
He been on pay-per-view and he ain't fought in like 2 years on Showtime.
Yeah, we had Oda Wallen on yesterday, so you can check out that episode if you haven't caught it.
And big up to Joey Gamache. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was shouting out Joey Gamache yesterday, saying that he's a damn good trainer. So don't mean you was on one, man. I give you your credit.
Yeah, man. So I guess final thoughts, man. I would rather Charlo go ahead and pick the Jacobs route. You know, as you can see in my poster, Jacobs versus Charlo, more established name. But Charlo, if he gets the win, he takes. You got the juice now.
I would like the Andrade fight. I think two champions unifying, and it's a fight that has a lot of storyline more so than Daniel Jacobs. A lot of bad blood, a lot of beef, a lot of back and forth on Twitter, a lot of back and forth at press conference. So I think you can do a collage with all of that and really, you know what I'm saying, build that fight up and let the fans see the animosity between both of these guys. We got a super chat coming in from Henry Brown. Finally, Henry has come back to life. The smackdown on TBV. Ness, you still protecting Sugar Tank Davis? Charlo don't want any parts of Andrade. You know it. And we got another one coming from Henry Brown. Kownacki will sleep. Lucas Brown, Ness. No. And one more for Henry Brown. AB is not serious. So much potential wasted. Shaking my head. I'm telling you, man. I ain't gonna say it's potential wasted because he is a 4-division champ, five-time champion. But it is like if AB just had somebody else motor inside of him, man, I think he would be a tremendous fighter. But I just think now he fights to where he making sure like the only thing he can hang his hat on is not ever being knocked out. I think that's what he's hanging his hat on now.
Bruh, Basil Lomachenko saying Jacobs fighting Callum Johnson next. That would be a waste of Jacobs' time. Hopefully he got this far in the podcast on his run tomorrow. And he understands that he doesn't need the Callum Johnson fight brings nothing to him. No one's gonna give him any more credit than he's already receiving. It does nothing for his resume at all.
Did he say Callum Johnson or Callum Smith?
Johnson. I mean,
he only fight Callum Johnson.
Wait, no, Johnson is 175, so it got to be Smith. I mean, even Smith. I would rather. I would rather him fight Jacobs. Smith is bigger in, I guess, accomplishments because he defeated George Groves, who was the man, considered to be the man or whatever. But
got the Ring magazine belt, got the WBA belt.
Yeah, I mean, but you see how Wilder feels about the ring. You know what I mean? Some people like the ring, some people don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if he beats Smith, that could lead the way for a potential Canelo rematch at 168.
I mean, but if you beat Jacobs, you open up the door. Jacobs been on many pay-per-views. Jacobs is a poster boy. Yeah. Callum, no one knows him in America.
But for me personally, I I would like to see the Andrade fight just because we could get a unification at middleweight. Um, because I don't see Triple G going in either direction. I don't see Canelo coming back to 160. So and it's got a lot of entertainment. But to build Charlo's brand, you definitely got to go with the Jacobs fight. I think that's a brand builder. He's more well known than Andrade. But
Jacobs' fight is bigger than Andrade, Eubank, Callum Smith. I mean, that's the best fight.
But I think if either fight gets made, I'm good with it, honestly. I wouldn't be mad at either one.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, if they make Andrade Charlo, I'm not like, oh, man, they should have made I'll just be like, they picked wrong, but yeah. I like it better. All right, so we going out to these callers? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Hey, man, remember to hit that thumbs up button, man. Let's go. That was a mistake. Hit that thumbs up button if you're just joining the live stream. It helps with the visibility of the show. Lets us know that you appreciate the content. Not only that, remember, hitting that thumbs up button is going to make us bigger. It's going to keep getting those big name interviews. And maybe next time we could get Charlo on the show instead of him on his live stream doing this. You know what I mean? But, yeah.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Demetrius Andrade, auto-tune, squeaky-talking motherfucker. I smack the play with me in person. Go to the Wilder fight. I'll see you at Wilder fight. If you real, go to Wilder fight. I'll meet you at Wilder fight. Let's turn up at Wilder fight. Wilder Fury. Let's turn up. Jacobs, whoever want to fight me, go to Wilder fight. And I'm going to pick you out the day of the fight. Fuck. Stop playing with me. I'm the champ. Big champ shit. You know what I mean? Hey. Big champ shit, dog. Stop playing with me. Yeah, tell them that. What's his name? Eddie Hearn to call Al Haymon. Fights, I don't do that shit. You put the shit together. So Eddie Hearn. Yo, Eddie. Yo, Eddie Boy. Bitch, call Al. Stop calling me. The fucking look like I don't fucking make fights, you stupid ass queer. You make the fights if you want to make it, all right? Holler at me later.
Yo, but why he had to call Eddie that? Everybody's saying he called Andre that. He talking about Eddie.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. He know he fucked up too. Anyway, you see how his voice changed? Hey, man, talk to me later, man. You're like, shit, man. Damn, somebody got that shit, man.
Bruh, he deleted all his shit on Instagram, right?
He fucked up. He can't call
because it's some weirdo out here trying to steal his name. That's so corny. I hate copycat. Look, it's a future of boxing with 2 G's. He always confused me. Oh no, so he didn't delete. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's go to Mastermind in the Nolia. Because you said Nolia's the projects.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from...
I know, where you come from? I know. All right.
Still on that truck,
he busy. Going to CYP.
CYP, I knew you was gonna call in. If I didn't know anybody else was gonna call in for this show, I knew CYP was gonna call in and give his shit.
Hey, you already know we out here roaring, baby. You know the Lions out here roaring. You heard that. Go to the Wilder fight. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Go to the Wilder fight. Y'all know y'all can get free tickets. They give them out to all the promoters. Go ahead. Fly your ass down there. The biggest event of 2020 so far. Why not be there, man? Shaq probably gonna be there. Denzel probably gonna be there. Get your ass up in there. Shit, the Black Panther be up in there. You know what I'm saying? Wakanda forever. Take your ass down there. Call him out. Make it official. Let's get it popping. Lions only. We ain't scared of no one. I say we, because them niggas is built like me. We talk it, walk it, back it up. You got a problem? Stalk it. You got a problem? Chalk it, because that's where you're going to be laid out.
Chalk it? You gotta teach me what that
That's what you're going to be laid out in, dog.
Oh, they going to chalk around? They going to chalk around you?
Look at that
Damn.
chalk line, baby. Walk it how I talk it.
Killer. N.O., come on. Mastermind. Going once. Gonna come back to you then, champ. We got
Yo.
Yo.
When the last time you reached out to run the shield? Talking to Ness, but go ahead. I talked to him after.
Yeah, man. Look, y'all ain't about to duck this smoke, man. You heard the man come to the fight. Everybody who pumping Andrade and all that, make sure he come to he a millionaire. He can buy that ticket. He can he can get him a floor seat right on side the ring. You hear me? Let's make it happen, Jacobs. He touching hands, right? Let's get it. What's happening? Man, tell Eddie Hearn make call L. He got his number. Come on, man. When we gonna call a spade, dog? What's happening? At the Wilder fight, everybody else gonna be there.
Cut it. You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet? You bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yeah, hello?
What up?
Yo. Hey, definitely Andrade should be there. The call out finally Charlo, then it sounded like he had a little elk in his system and stuff like that. And he finally felt the need to start talking shit. First he talking about slapping somebody in person, then showing up in a fight and stuff like that. So I do hope Andrade is there. If that's meant to go down, they make the fight, they pick it up. Happen. Maybe they have a something go down at the fight to where it only just big up the fight and stuff like that. Jacobs, I ain't really checking for that, but Jacobs did call him out and run up on him while he was talking shit and shut him up for a second. So I mean, either way, I want to see what Charlo do. They need to be up at that fight, both of them, Andrade and Jacobs, and we need to see what Charlo go do or who he go call out. Sound like he trying to fight though. It's crazy because we talking about boxers and stuff like that, but he talking about slapping somebody in person. I would love it.
That's what I said. At least you believe me. I mean, you took it that way. Mike talking about he just talking. I'm like, well, that ain't how you talk, man.
Man, bro, come on, man. These guys ain't gonna slap nobody, man.
Okay.
That may have been a little bit of the hen dog talking about slapping people.
Hen dog, that looked like some red wine. Come back to me. Yo.
Feeling himself that night, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, man, look.
That's my thing is I want to see for these callers, man. Let us know if one of these guys does show up to the fight. What exactly do you hope happens? You know what I mean? Like, do you want them to?
I mean, a good yelling match. Some fingers in people's face. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even a little bit almost shoving. People had to get in front. A lot of cameras recording. That would be the best. If they could do it like, you know, civil. I mean, if they like brought them to a room and split them and, you know.
If there was only a podcast out there that could bring two people together on Podcast Row. If only they did Podcast Row, you can bring two guys together, have them sit down, and actually talk about it, boy. I tell you.
But hold on, I mean, I don't know. If Ness could manage to get both guys on the phone, we've seen what he did to Eddie Hearn before. You know?
Yeah, man, these guys ain't phone guys.
Nah, man, these guys, man.
And this need to be video. Certain things need to be visual, man, and this definitely a visual that we would need. Andrade is a little more animated than Jacobs, so he would do better
corny though, man.
But I think Jacobs is the bigger fight.
No disrespect to Andre, but
it's me again.
Yeah, it's just like okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like okay.
18.
You can fight though, man. You can fight your ass off, but boy, when it comes to that shit talking, man, you need some.
I don't know, man. Yo, y'all gotta stop with this bullshit, bro. Listen. Listen. We gotta stop with this. Why we keep saying he could fight his ass off, bro?
You can't fight.
So wait a minute. What would Canelo do to Luke Keeler? Fuck it. Don't even answer that because they say I'm Canelo biased. What would Charlo do to Luke Keeler? What did Charlo do to Dennis Hogan?
You always say fights gotta be fought.
They knocked him down in the first 8 seconds of the fight. What you mean? What you want him to do?
And then what happened? He turned into the 160-pound Wilder. He was going crazy. He was throwing punches with his toes out there, bruh. His head was leaning. Listen to me, man. He unraveled that fight, bro. Nobody ain't talk about it because he gets some tremendous love. The whole 99,000 people that fuck with him hard. But let me tell you,
this argument feels like a flip of y'all's Rigo argument from the other day.
Bro,
like
he tried to fight like that versus any of the top. It's gonna be a problem. It's funny that all of Andre's soldiers don't call in and say anything about that performance because his head was over his front foot. He was throwing bolos. He wasn't looking when he punched. That shit was just ugly, bro. And everybody let it slide because they were saying to themselves, well, he's at least trying. He was going for the knockout.
Exactly. That's why he fought that way. He fought that way because he knew the guy in front of him did not present a motherfucking threat.
Okay.
I'm coming forward, nigga. I'm doing everything wrong. My chin over my feet. I'm throwing wide punches. I'm trying to get this guy to fuck out of here.
I'm split, bro. My man looked like he was about to start breakdancing how wide his stance was. That shit was crazy. I'm telling you for real, that shit was crazy.
I feel like Mike just gave me your Rigondeaux argument from the other day.
What? Rigo was right in front. Rigo ain't do none of this craziness. My man, listen, he's supposed to be so technically sound. That's what everybody talk about, how skilled he is, and then he looked that sloppy. That was like I said, 100.
He knocked the guy down in the first 8 seconds of the fight.
Where my motherfucking violin, and that's all you gonna say?
What this man to do?
Let me ask you a question. If Wilder knock you down in the first round, you think you making it to the 12?
Some niggas, everybody ain't Wilder.
If Canelo knock you down in the first round, is you making it to the 12?
If Manny Pacquiao knock you down in the first round, we make it to the 12th.
There's only one Keith Thurman. You motherfucking right. You motherfucking right. We making it.
How many times you got knocked down against Pacquiao and still made it to the end of the fight?
Italian Stallion. Chris Algieri's Italian Stallion, baby.
And you act like guys are supposed to come in the ring and just lay the fuck down. Like these guys ain't got a family. Luke Killer ain't got pride.
I want Luke Killer Canelo next. Since y'all so soft on that performance, let Canelo fight him then. Let's see. Let Charlo fight him.
You finna have all these callers outraged.
I'm just saying. Ain't nobody mad at the performance. Fuck it. Let Charlo fight him next then. Let Jaime get him. Let's go out the ringer in Detroit by way of New Mexico. What up? Rel, you there?
Oh, it's on me? All right.
Fire Flame, what up, big dog?
What up, Mike? I can't believe this. Like, Ness, is the title of this video not Jermall Charlo puts Andrade and Jacobs on notice?
Yep.
So why the hell is we talking about Andrade? Jacobs is the vet. Jacobs is the bigger name. I want to see Charlo take him out. He's coming off a win against Cesar Chavez Jr. where he broke his nose and made him quit. I mean, he the man who fought Canelo, and he tested Canelo. Like, Canelo won, of course, but you got to admit Jacobs looked like he ain't back down in that fight.
Canelo got a highlight of him dodging punches like the Matrix from Jacobs. He got an actual highlight where he ain't throwing no punches. He ain't thrown out a one, and he got a highlight.
Because Canelo is
he next level.
Fighter.
He Neo.
Superstar.
He Neo in the Matrix.
He is elite. Yeah, he elite. But I'm just like, Danny Jacobs still a vet. Like, I feel like that name is way more entertaining than Andre. I feel like way more stars to come step out and see that event over Andre. I mean, I get it. It'd be unifying. It'd be unifying and everything, and he'll have 2 belts. But he can get to that later. Because I feel like the win over Jacobs, Charlo, you that nigga, or you that nigga, you get him out of there like Canelo got
I agree with you, bro. Yo, if you beat Jacobs, let me tell you something. So answer this question. Answer this question. If he
Jacobs being a vet,
listen. Answer this question. Answer this question. If Jermall beats Jacobs, is the Andre fight not way bigger?
Vice versa, Ness.
No, it ain't vice versa.
I don't think.
No, it ain't vice versa.
Andre,
bruh, man, your man ain't fought no names yet. Man, whatever, yo.
Y'all act like Jacobs done went out and slayed a goddamn dragon or something. Jacobs went out and slayed? Who he slayed, Joseph? Let me know. Since he sold with you on it.
I thought he beat Triple G.
I did. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did too.
But
it don't count.
What he's saying is true. It's, I think if Charlo beats Andrade, it doesn't make the Jacobs fight bigger. But if Charlo beats Jacobs, it definitely makes the Andrade fight bigger.
I'm a unified champion now. My check just went up. How the fight not bigger? Come get 2 belts, Jacobs. You ain't never been unified. You ain't never been unified.
Yeah,
what you
man.
mean?
But name brand. We talking about name building.
Oh man,
I don't think. For us, we know that Andrade is a champion, so I think we would give him more cachet for beating Andrade. But as a casual audience, I think he gets more cachet beating Jacobs right now, and it makes the fight bigger.
I must forgot, man. Andrade's the bigger name. He been on Jake Paul undercard. I mean, on the card with Jake Paul. He got name recognition now.
See, he was the main event, and you just called him the undercard.
Shit, he should have been.
That's how big of a star he is.
They say everybody left. You know what I'm saying?
Mike trying, man. He trying, but the numbers don't lie.
I just don't see what y'all like. Jacobs is a cross division fight. Jacobs don't got a belt. He coming off a win against Cesar Chavez, like really. And before that, who he fight? Was it Canelo? I thought he had a fight in between Chavez and Canelo.
Bruh, he also beat Derevyanchenko, which that win looks marvelous.
No, it don't.
Get the fuck out of here, Mike. Come on.
Let me tell you why. Derevyanchenko is trained by who?
By Gary Starks Sr.
Oh, no, fuck Andre Rozier. The reason why Derevyanchenko looked so goddamn good against Gennady Golovkin is because he had Andre Rozier back in his corner. Against Jacobs, he did not have Andre Rozier. Rozier went with Jacobs in that fight, and that's why that fight went the way it did, man. It wasn't even like a great fight.
Yo, it went the way it did because of a trainer. Chill, dog. Listen, the truth, dog. Listen. The honest to God's truth is, Rozier and Gary Starks share Derevyanchenko. Whether Andre plays head in that particular team because Gary is his second for Derevyanchenko makes no difference when Gary is a head coach himself for Marcus Brown and others. So I don't think that Derevyanchenko lost anything because I can't say he didn't lose anything, but
if it's in the putness, go look at Jack Clay fight. Go look at the motherfucking was it Jack Clay? No, did he fight Jack? No, he ain't fight Jack.
Listen, why can't just be the Derevyanchenko that you seen versus Gennady realize I'm not going to keep getting these opportunities. Let me fight my ass off.
Or why not? You see a guy back in his corner that you didn't see before. Okay, he might have a sound impact on that man.
The saddest thing is that you're going all the way down this line just to discredit Jacobs' win against Derevyanchenko. Yeah, that's what you're saying. You saying it ain't. You saying it ain't as valuable because Andre Rozier wasn't in the corner, bruh.
I feel like that.
And at the end of the day, Jacobs is the one with those names on his resume. Derevyanchenko, Peter Quillen, Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, Julio Cesar Chavez. Damn, Dmitry Pirog. Damn, Ishe Smith. Damn, Fernando Guerrero. Damn.
That's an old-ass name. I ain't heard that name in a minute.
All right, whoop-de-doo, man.
But Rozier made this
Don't forget get the Cobra now. Don't forget the Demi Cobra back-to-back.
No, you forgot about Selecki. Selecki.
No, the Cobra. He had 2 fights with the Cobra.
The Latin Snake.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He's also known.
Snake Cobra shit.
He also known. Let me tell you, look, you trying to clown Sergio Martinez. How many other fighters out here got how many other fighters out here got commentating gigs after their career was over as a boxer?
Well, clowning him.
I'm just saying, he got 2 fights with him. It's sort of sarcastic.
He didn't need 2 fights with him.
Well, he got dropped. He got dropped, so he wanted to do like Wilder, right the wrong. People thought he was chinny. And all of a sudden, now don't nobody call him chinny no more.
Yeah, because he got dropped and then Moore broke his ankle.
You know? And not only that, when Gennady put him down, he didn't stay down. So those rumors of like him being chinny, that shit went out the door. But
the Triple G knockdown, I felt was more the feet
of
were
a
tangled.
trip, yeah.
It was.
Listen, I can't believe you trying to say Jacobs with all those fights. That's crazy.
I'm just not.
Oh, yo, I forgot about Caleb Truex. Thank you, Brandon Moore. And that win looks even better after he beat the shit out of James DeGale and became a real champion, bruh.
Well, Caleb fight just got canceled.
Caleb Truex, man.
His fight just got canceled.
All right, but he's a former champ. Someone Daniel Jacobs knocked out. Someone that beat James DeGale, a fucking gold medalist and a champ. Yo, yeah, you see it.
I think it's not even about Jacobs. I think Mike just likes unifications over everything.
And that's fine.
I think the better fight and the better fighter is Demetrius Andrade. So I'd rather see him fight Jermall Charlo. No disrespect.
Bruh, that's so unfair. That's so unfair. That's so unfair. Jacobs, you saying that about Jacobs because he got some losses to the top. Andrade ain't fought the top.
He will be against Charlo. Let me see both guys who come at the top together. I don't want to see a guy who went to the top twice and then get it done.
He got it done with Sergey Derevchenko. He got it done with Peter Quillen.
But the narrative can be because Charlo and Andrade fight each other. Whoever loses, some fans will say they were unproven anyways. Because you can't really give me a big name off either resume.
Mike hating on him.
I could be an unproven unified champion. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Straight up. I think
the better fight is not the bigger fight. The better fight is not the bigger fight.
Come on, man.
Are you an AJ fan? That's how you think?
I'm saying I'd rather be unified than have a weight fight with a guy who might be complaining after the fight that he got weight drained. I'm normally fight at 160. I don't want to hear none of that shit. 160 unified. Andrade Charlo, let's make it happen. Y'all was just banging the drum for this motherfucker last month, Ness. You did a show based on this shit. Banging a goddamn drum for it. Now you want to change your whole perception and opinion.
But you know why? You know why?
Jacobs name come up?
You know why? Steven Espinoza offered Andrade a career high payday, and he said no. So I'm not going to keep pushing Jermall across the street. When you ain't have no contract, before you extended, re-signed, renegotiated, Steven came on a low. No social media offers, no fucking boxing scene articles. He called you. He gave you an offer, and you said no. And then you was interviewed by Chris Mannix, and you told us why you said no. So, no, I'm not pushing for Jermall to go over there and fight some dude that people don't know, got 99,000 Instagram followers, keep fighting Ghanans and man, who the Africans? Come on, bro. No. Go fight the dude that just fought Chavez.
Huh? Who do you expect to fight Jacobs at?
Who?
Charlo. Is it gonna be on Showtime or Fox, or is it gonna be on DAZN?
I mean, it's looking like it's gonna be on Fox. Showtime. If you seen that Espinoza is invested in Charlo by sending a multi-million-dollar offer to Demetrius, why won't he send it to a bigger name in Jacobs, who was in the ring with Canelo and Derevchenko and Gennady? Come on, stop it, bro. Stop it.
Gotta ask him.
But do you think DAZN would let Jacobs walk for that?
Yeah, wait.
They already do that. They do one-offs. They ain't got no problem. And if they don't do one-offs,
in his last fight against Chavez,
listen,
brought them people out.
Listen, if they don't do the one-off, they gonna look like hypocrites, right? Because they always want someone else to do a one-off.
if he fight Callum Smith, that fight probably be in the UK.
Yeah.
He the A side?
What? He expanded his brand. I mean, what? He going to someone else's country. What you want? Damn, you want him to be the A side in the UK too? Holy shit. Okay, Mike. I like how you doing it.
What you say about this shit about Andy and Dylan? Andy the A side, cause why? He got enough pull to get the fight in America.
He did.
Guess who don't?
Who?
Andy ain't even got a contract with his own.
Mm-hmm.
They out here back. Andy, please give us more.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't saying that for Jacobs. And no disrespect towards Jacobs, I'm just saying. I don't know if he's an A side against Charlo. If you're not against Callum Smith.
Look, I don't even care. I want the fight. I ain't trying to make an A side, B side, but you know the logical boxing fans know who's the A side.
All right, man. I'm gonna go to the
Yo, the network. Who you think the network's gonna pay more money to? Who costs more? Who costs more to air? Jacobs.
I don't know that, bro.
Oh God, man, this dude,
we gotta see what he got paid for Chavez.
Bruh,
that might be inflated.
Bruh, he got paid for Chavez, bruh. He ain't take that.
Mike.
Listen, you don't take a Chavez fight, and that's why it's a payday.
Exactly. Chavez is a payday, not Jacobs.
Yeah, but Mike, okay, do you agree the bigger fight, not the better fight, but the bigger fight would be Jacobs?
I don't know that, man. Do I know that?
Come on, Mike.
Do I know that for sure?
Mike, funny.
Did Jacobs sit out his hometown when he fought there?
What? When he fought Peter Quillen?
English
in Brooklyn?
When Eddie had him up there in Brooklyn.
That ain't Brooklyn. Eddie took him to Nassau because he don't know shit about America. That's like me saying. That's like me saying I went to London, but I was in Manchester. Come on, champ.
How far is Manchester?
Too far. London? Too far. Let's go, champ. Nassau's too far from Brooklyn. Danny's a BK boy. Got that man all the way in Long Island and shit, Nassau County. Yo, no, Long Island is the fucking suburbs, bruh. Nah, they fucked up. Eddie fucked up.
I was like right beside each other.
Yeah, if I'm with Mike, y'all all bunched up.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Thank you, Super Mix. I thought shit was like all right there together.
Let me tell you something.
Manhattan, all that shit.
Let me tell you something. You might Google it and it tell you it's 18 miles away from Manhattan, but I promise you.
About 2 hours.
You better believe it's at minimum an hour and a half. Hour and a half in your own car. I'm betting anybody. I'm CYP in it. I'm taking all bets, you motherfucker. You leave from Manhattan and try to get to Long Island quicker than an hour and a half. You a champ. You a champ. Wow. I'm telling you a champ. But let me go back to some callers here. Let's see what we got. We gonna give CYP that second one. No? All right. Going to
no, I'm right here. Hold on. I have to make sure my sound quality is best as possible. Nah, man. Let's be real. Fighting Jacobs is the bigger fight. Let's stop it. I mean, I don't want to argue that shit, but it's a better fight. It's the better fight. Go knock out Glassjaw. Oh, yeah. Then J-Mac, you called in and said that my man went up to Charlo already, confronted him, shut him down. My man, everybody see the video. If that dude went over there and punked Charlo in that conversation, you a clown. He ain't punked nobody. See, that's the thing. You got to stop being delusional, my man. Stop being so sensitive. Ain't nobody worried about Jacobs. Damn sure. Ain't nobody worried about Andre. CYP out.
So he's saying Charlo ain't worried about Jacobs or Andre. You muted yourself, Mike. Mike, what's up with you? Your shit don't got a light or something?
Yo.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah,
he said, he ain't worried about it, man. Hey, lines only.
Who do you think is the tougher fight, the southpaw or the orthodox
Andre.
fight? You know that Jacob switches too.
Man, Jacob's gonna get knocked out.
Knocked out?
Yes.
Wow.
It's gonna be Julian Williams all over again.
Bruh, you calling for knockouts on the elite level.
Jermall Charlo will stop Daniel Jacobs.
I gotta see that to believe that one.
Telling y'all, man, I watch this shit too much, bro. This nigga Jermall Charlo is highly skilled. Him and Ronnie Shields got a great.
So why he ain't stopped Korbov is what the haters is saying right now.
His brother had just lost. He was going through some shit.
Oh,
Let's
it
be
was
real.
his head. It was
Let's
his
lay it on
head.
the table.
So he was
Let's
on
lay
his
it on the
head.
table. He had that twin bun going on. He wasn't focused. His brother just lost, and he was going through some shit.
You're serious? You're serious?
He came back in that 12th round, and y'all see how he had Core Bob damn near drunk out on his goddamn feet. Come on, man, get that man credit when credit is due.
Hey, man, you heard Mike. Troy Boomerang.
Your brand
I'm just using all my time. How you doing?
It depends what
I
you
use
say,
all my
man.
time.
Depends what you say, man.
Yeah,
Don't
right. But
bullshit,
I feel like, Mike,
if we see a
you always
cut,
say that,
we're
and
going
you can't say. Why don't you stop talking and killing my time? I mean, I'm trying to be serious for once. Why don't you just stop
Yes,
talking
sir.
and let
I
me speak?
apologize.
Thank
I
you
apologize.
very much.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate that. Now, I would love to see these fights. These fights are good for boxing. They're good for the fighters, and they're great for the fans. They're not going to happen. They're not going to happen, and there's a simple reason why they're not going to happen. Years ago, Don King started a thing called King Vision. King Vision is basically what the PBC is. The reason why people hated King, because he wanted to keep most of the money in-house. The reason why he don't have a lot of big fights with PBC being made is because they want to keep most of the money in-house. That's why Wilder could turn down 150. He could tell Broner to turn down 40. He could tell this boy here, Jacobs, to turn down 7 and all that stuff. Because honestly, all these fights could have been made already, but they can't keep most of that money in-house. Now, I'm not saying he's stealing from the fighters. He takes care of the fighters to keep them happy, but they're not making what they're supposed to be making, and that's why a lot of those guys over there are not what you'll call household names. Jacob should have a movie coming out. He came back from cancer. And he should have a movie about that. He got twins over there. They should be household names. Wilder should be on another level, but it's not. But the thing is, if they would just loosen up because you said something about cross the street. No, but you said something about cross the street. There is no cross the street when you're self-promoted. Aren't the twins? Don't they have their own promotion company, Young Lions or whatever they call it? Right. So how's anything across the street? Huh? I didn't hear you, Mike.
Young Lions.
Yeah, listen, excuse me, sir. Did you ever buy a house?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever bought a home?
I own a house, man. We had this discussion before.
All right, so you used an attorney, right?
Go on.
All right. So regardless of your next home purchase, you're gonna use an attorney, right? And probably the same attorney, correct? So regardless if it's Lions promotion and I'm my own promoter, I have an advisor to make sure I don't do dumb shit. He advises me.
Okay, but what's dumb about taking a big payday? Can you break that down for me? What's dumb about making a big fight of your career? Can you break that down for me?
I mean, Troy, from my perspective, I feel like when there's a bigger plan in place, it's hard to get somebody to derive from what the plan is. They got.
What is the plan, brother? What is the plan, though, brother?
They have obligations to fill the talent for Fox and Showtime. So you just can't let a talent like Jermall Charlo walk across the street. Can't do it.
There is no across the street.
I want Troy to start calling in and saying that Bob Arum should let Vasil come to the zone and fight Devin Haney.
Yeah.
And Anthony Joshua should leave the zone to come fight Wilder.
Sure.
It's always the PBC guys got to cross the fucking street.
With Troy.
Alrighty then. Noah. Cali.
What's poppin', TBV?
Roll that window up.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me now?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Man, that dude Troy getting on my nerves, man. Like, seriously, like, he's an intelligent individual, and just like how Ness gets to spinning narratives, he has a constant narrative. It seemed like he got a bone to pick with PBC or something. I don't know what you're talking about. If he don't listen to the show, just the other day we was talking about why does everybody love Al Haymon? And the last thing they said was because them back-end checks. You idiot. So do you honestly think that I'm my own promoter, right? And I'm not gonna do what's in my own best interest? You think they can't add? You think they don't see numbers? You think that them front numbers is the only numbers that they touching? If so,
yo, great point. Because remember when we interviewed Espinoza, Espinoza said, and you would have to play it. Mike loves cutting audio, but he was a little stuttery with it. But he still said, like, look, they're offering them big money, but they not getting any sort of other revenue. It's just that flat fee. You know, these guys get their check and other revenues, other country revenues. For instance, the TV rights to, let's say, Japan, Joshua won't get because the zone already has rights in that territory. So they don't gotta, cut a deal. So there's no check. Is how Espinoza put it. How true that is, who knows, right? We got B. Paulie, I believe.
What up, B. Paulie, Super Chat King? Been a while.
Am I wrong? I'm trying not to use the... Yep, guess so. All right, in the meantime, then we're going to go to Rod and A70. What up?
What up, man?
What's up?
Nothing much. Hey, I like what Charlo did. I think he did the right thing from my perspective because you have Eddie Hearn and these guys always running out to the public saying that they submitted this offer, gave this guy offer, sent this guy offer, all that bullshit, trying to make these guys look bad as if they're ducking. So he said, you know what, Andrade, I know you. We had Espinoza come on and say that he actually offered him the Charlo fight and he didn't take it. So bring your bitch ass. Excuse me, because you can't curse anymore. Bring your ass to the fight. Meet Charlo face to face. Let's make this thing happen. Eddie Hearn, like you said, called Al Haymon, and it's a guy named Carlito that is always saying that he is own boss. Bosses have management teams. LeBron James ain't out here making contract deals. He has his management team helping him. He's still a boss. AJ is not out here writing contracts and negotiating contracts. He has a management team. He's still a boss. So remember that. Charlo's is saying, call my team, make the shit happen.
Cut it.
Definitely is right. Go ahead, Mike.
I was saying just good point, Rod, and A70, man.
Yep, good point. The contract, the teams, man, like you a boss, but you got people in place so you don't make mistakes. I don't understand how that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean that's why you hire a team. They go to school for this.
Exactly. Yep.
No, but if a PBC dude does that, he's a clown for doing good business. He should have no one and read the contract and offer himself and say yes alone and don't get advised. That's what he should be doing.
And people forget that Al Haymon fighters aren't exclusive to PBC. We talking about Danny Jacobs. He's advised by Al Haymon.
So is Jesse Vargas, who's fighting Mikey Garcia.
Mikey Garcia.
Al got fighters everywhere.
Bruh, and Al, you could tell Al not done with Mikey because when they showed the new welterweights the other day on PBC, they still showed Mikey.
Yeah, they got plans for Mikey.
They still showed Mikey. It ain't over. He said, go get your money like we let Jacobs do. Go do it.
We got a super chat coming in from Alexander Wilson. We know Charlo is going to fight Eubank in the spring, and Andrade is going to fight Saunders. Billy Joe even said he contracted to fight Andrade. I don't know about that. Juice Lee, I thought it was Lines Only Promotions. Thought he was the boss. This dude was scared. Fight Andrade. And what happened to him? Versus Jacobs. And we got
Lines Only. I guess Charlo's the secretary, the doorman, the driver, the CEO, the COO. Like
the accountant.
Yo, it's stupid, man. It's just dumb. What's wrong with people? Like he the dude that get the coffee. He everything. He got to do it all.
It's just like every one of our jobs. We got somebody who owned the company But we still got managers. We still got the people that work in accounting.
Hey man,
You
he
know,
probably feel like contracted like positions every time he got a fight. Just like hire some contracted like temps come in. Hey, run line promotion for about three weeks and 4 weeks, so we be cool.
Mike, submit your application and bro,
Mike
get that on your
crazy.
resume.
Now one more coming from Alexander Wilson. AJ / Ruiz 2 wasn't on the zone in Japan. It was on a Japanese cable station. That analogy doesn't work. What analogy was that?
Well, I said Japan hypothetical. I didn't even know the zone had Japan.
Yeah, they do, but I didn't know it wasn't on Japan in the zone. That's okay. Probably maybe the Chinese network outbid the zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know Eddie gonna get that bread.
Yes, sir. All right, we're going to a new caller in the 617. 617.
617. Where's that at?
That
Montana?
looks, I don't know. I ain't even got no name. Talk to us. 617. Where are you? Yes, where are you?
Yo, what up? What up? Yo, what up? Who this? This Ness?
Yes, sir.
What's up? Yo, this Boston Jared, man. What's going on, man? Long time listening, man.
What's your name?
Boston Jared.
Boston.
Jared. Talk to us.
Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, so I'm glad. So, shit, man. Man sent me this video in the morning on the commute into work, man. I almost crashed the whip, man. I got so heated listening to this shit, man. But after I calmed down, you know, I figured, hey, I guess I'm entertainment side, you know, niggas shut up the
Hey, Chant, are you driving? I think you driving.
I don't know what's going on, man. Your shit is messing up.
Yeah, Jared, you have some bad service. You think he's from Boston because he's Boston Jared?
Man, I don't know, bro. Maybe he's just like Boston.
Let's try see if you got a better connection. Are you driving, sir?
I'm driving. I gotta drive with the Bluetooth in DC, man. I'll call you up, and once I park, I'll call back on the landline.
All right, Champ. Well, thanks for calling in, man. Jay in Colorado, what up?
What up, Jay?
Going once.
What up, Ness?
What up?
Mike? Now I started. I didn't call in before that Jay shot. For fight, and he gonna reign for a minute. He gonna cause a problem. And I mess with Charlos, both Charlos, but lately they just been acting shaky. You feel me? Even the first time when Danny Jacobs ran up on Charlo, I don't like how Charlo reacted. Like Jacobs was up here getting in his face. You feel me? Charlo wasn't coming back with that energy, but he want to come back with that energy on Snapchat or whatever, Instagram, whatever he doing it on. You feel me?
I hear you, man, but I remember that night they was a little saucy. He probably ain't want to, say much because he was feeling nice.
This y'all got this clip,
bro. I hope you Jay. I don't know. Call back in, man. I wonder if it's Blog Talk or is everybody on got bad service. Dove, man, what up?
Yeah, what up, Ness? What up, Mike?
And that's what I'm saying. He got some good service. What up, Dub, man?
What up, Dub, man?
What up? This my call, right? I don't care what somebody fight for PBC, whether they fight for the zone, whether they fight for Top Rank, whether they fight for Ludabella, main event, or none of it. I'm a boxing fan. I want to see the fights. You feel me? Like, we as fans getting involved with the politics when that shouldn't even be really a part of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, they give us, they push the narrative where this person don't want to fight because of this network. Man, we shouldn't even be discussing networks, bro. We should put the foot on these fighters' necks and stop buying these pay-per-views. Because ain't no way in hell, listen, I love Deontay Wilder, that's my man. But ain't no way in hell I'm going to pay $80 for motherfucking Charles Martin and Gerald Washington. Come on, man. This is getting ridiculous, man. Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones Jr. was a classic fight, and that was on an undercard, bruh. And this is what we get now, Charles Martin versus Gerald Washington. We can't even get the best. We can't get the best fighting the best because of politics and because of fans following up the politics.
I mean, I like that fight,
That's my
champ.
call.
I gotta say that I like that fight. Um, yeah, man. You know, to each his own. I definitely like that fight. Arthur A.
What's good? What's good?
How are you?
That's what I'm gonna say. Now 2 months ago, Ness, when I was like, I'd rather see Charlo fight Jacobs, and Andrade ain't fought nobody in Austin Trout. You weren't feeling that, but now you feeling that, and it's cool. You came to the light, but on another note, these guys
A
got to stop
lot
playing with
happens
Charlo,
in
man.
2 months,
All
man.
of
A
them.
lot happens in 2 months.
It does, but I saw the future. Yeah, man. But yeah, Jacobs the bigger fight. Jacobs called out Charlo, so Jacobs, I ain't trying to go. He can't make weight. He can't make. Why you call out the 150 champ? That's my call, man.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. Arthur A. We going to what's over here? Did we get to JT?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, what's up, Ness? What's up,
What up?
Mike?
What up?
Touch up on this topic a little bit. I don't know if Jermall directly said he'll smack Demetrius Andrade, Jacobs in the face. I won't see that happen. So, don't say nothing that you ain't gonna do in person. Stop running your mouth. And they the main ones talking about Mr. Run Your Mouth. The better fight between the two to me will be Demetrius Andrade versus Jermall Charlo and Jacobs. Jacobs will be a good fight, but I'd rather see the Andrade fight versus Jermall Charlo because they both undefeated fighters. They got a similar record. They haven't really fought nobody to me. So besides that, I mean, I'm waiting to see the fight. I'm tired of all this talking back and forth. Make the fight. You don't gotta go on Instagram or social media to say something. Make the fight. Like Charlo said, call his manager and let them make the fight. But that's the fight to be made: Andrade versus Jermall Charlo.
All right, JT. Only issue I have with what you said is that he said neither one ain't fighting nobody. I was like, you wildin'. Charlo's resume is far better. Michael K, UK. I think UK.
What up?
Yeah, what's happening, fellas?
What up?
Yeah, oh man. When I heard Charlo, man, I thought Charlo went and lost his mind, man. He's like he's trying to promote the Wilder and Fury fight because he ain't getting enough popularity at the moment. Come to the Fury fight. Come to the Fury fight. Like what's that all about? Just like you got the offers, make the fight happen. Stop making excuses, man, and stop drinking that wine. Stop drinking. What is he drinking? He's probably drunk when he done that speech or something like that. I just want like that last American caller a few calls back. Yeah, forget the networks. The best is fight the best. Stop making excuses, man. Jacobs run up on him and then he was all shook. Andrade run up on him and he's all shook. But now he had a few drinks. He's all brave. Man, I thought it was lions only, not puppies only. I'm out.
I don't know what he watching, but the Wilder Fury buzz right now, man, it's kind of lit, man.
Yo, he said, I thought it was lions only, not puppies only. Stonebone, talk to me.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, man, y'all just, I don't think people understand the type of energy that the Charlos is pushing, man. And I feel like they just amped up. Like, when I watched even that Danny Jacobs interview, Danny Jacobs, he wasn't on those streets. He was on some gentleman type. He was talking real gentlemanly with his greasiness. He wasn't on no reckless because he knew he wasn't on the same. Man, they would have beat up Danny Jacobs if that thing would have got out of hand. They'd have been, I mean, like in the ring, he stand a chance, but in the streets, They'd have ran Danny Jacobs' ass all the way from Brooklyn back to wherever the hell he from in New York or wherever he claiming he from. So I want the fight. I think that if they're gonna do it, they need to pay him. Them dudes is getting paid, man. I ain't. Everybody know I'm a Crawford fan, but I am not finna deny. It's public knowledge. You can open your eyes and see how the Charlos is living. Them dudes ain't on no petty shit. Them dudes is living in nice houses, nice cars, beautiful wife, kids. Come on, man. You can't just be acting like they gonna be thirsty because you throw a number out there. They ain't thirsty for just a number. They thirsty for what's next. Like, all right, I'll take 10 if this is what the plan is. But we're gonna see what happens, and we're gonna see Eddie gonna keep showing emails. And I mean, I don't want to throw Eddie under the bus, but sometimes he like that.
Cut it.
I get it, man.
Nigga, I was sure watching Jermall Charlo little YouTube channel, man. He gave his cousin and his uncle like some shoes. Like it was like 30 pair of shoes like that he was just done with. You know what I'm saying? Some of them he didn't even wear. But shoes like I'm like my Gucci, Balenciaga. I'm like, God damn. Shoes like 1,200, 800. I'm like, just giving them away.
Could have put those on Poshmark.
He gave them to his uncle. Came out with a whole basket full of shoes.
Hopefully his Uncle Wham don't sell them, you know? Trey, talk to me. Just listening, going once, twice. Okay.
That's the perks of having a rich cousin, you know what I'm saying? You could get all the stuff that they done with.
For real.
El gran campeón puertorriqueño, this is Davis, Chico Trinidad.
You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch the gloves and go to work. Tonight, Roy. Let's go to work.
Okay, just listening. Yeah, you just listening. Got you.
Yeah, just listening.
All right, well, let's go out to
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers?
What up, Joe?
Yo, shout out to, what's his name? Dove Man, am I right?
Yep.
Shout out to Dove Man, caller of the fucking month, man. I agree with everything that he said. Fuck the networks, man. They don't give a fuck about us, man. Let's just put this. We need to put our feet on these fighters' necks, man, and stop talking about the fucking promoters all the time. They ain't gonna never give us what we want until we start doing that. And great interviews this morning, man. That's all I got. Oh, I think the bigger I would like to see, just for the sake of unification, the Andrade fight, but I wouldn't mind seeing Daniel Jacobs fight either, though. But that's all I got, family. Peace. Hit those thumbs up.
All right. We got Brian in the ATL.
What up, Brian?
What's happening?
What up?
Hey, man. My problem is, man. Okay. Everybody keep talking about Jacobs ran up on him and all of that on Charlo, but Charlo told him straight up to his face, "Hey, man, you drop your opponent, I'll drop mine, and we can fight now." Just because he wasn't loud and boisterous about it, when that didn't really change what he was saying. He told it to him to his face. Jacobs was the one talking about, I'm touching M's. He wasn't talking about fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's why. That's why he told him that, because it's like, I'm not about to drop my opponent. I'm touching M's. You ready to drop your opponent because I'm a big fight for you.
Yeah, I hear that, bro. But when we start talking, when the callers start talking about lines only and all of that, don't discredit what the man is actually saying. You know what I'm saying? I'll fight you right now if you drop your opponent. I drop my opponent. Here we go. Let's get it on. Okay. Now, Andrade, same thing. You had a chance to fight the little Charlo. You backed out of that. You had another chance to fight big Charlo. You backed out of that. You turned that down. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather see Andrade. Honestly, I'd rather see him fight Andrade. I think Danny Jacobs is done. I think Charlo was clipping his. Chavez was clipping his ass. You know what I'm saying? Even in that fight. And if it had gone, if Chavez had it in the heart, he would have took Danny Jacobs' ass out of there, man. That's me. That's my thought process.
Cut it.
Herschel, Texas, talk to me.
Both y'all, Ness and Mike, man, so I'm going to do it like this. I'm from Houston, so I fuck with the Charlos. Charlos actually come from an area called A-Leaf. I grew up in A-Leaf. The energy, they little anxiety, how they amp up is a little different, but it's definitely A-Leaf, I would say dangerous. So my whole thing about it is, I hear a lot of people saying that Charlo's ducking and this and that, and I don't feel like he's ducking, but I do feel like it's the politics, promoter shit in the background, because it's like, look, it's pretty simple. These dudes, fucking Eddie Hearn and fucking Oscar De La Hoya, they putting money, they putting dates, they putting contracts out here, and they saying that they coming to you. Now you saying go to my promoter, but the thing is, you talking about dudes calling you straight directly, that shit sound weird, because it's like, okay, so then why you not trying to get out to facilitate your shit? It don't sound like he's scary to me, but it sounds like it's some promotional shit in the background, some politics shit as usual. And I know the fans will be like, well, that's not our problem. Well, unfortunately, it is, because as much as, it's about the fans, this also is a business. We are the business, but unfortunately the fans are easily manipulable, or we not putting our foot on their neck like they supposed to. So it just sounds like some weirdo shit. But to be honest, I also think it's Eddie Hearn and De La Hoya out here telling numbers and shit. That shit's extremely corny to me, though. I think that shit's real corny, because it's like, y'all motherfuckers be doing a lot of weirdo shit in the background. And I just think to be out here telling people's numbers just because for that fight, but for other fights, y'all keep shit quiet. That's corny and opportunistic. That's my call. I'm out. H-Town, I like your boy.
Hey, man, that's how it's done, though. They ain't want to say what AJ was getting in the Wilder fight, but they'll tell you what motherfucking Charlo was getting or offered. That's how it go, man. Public perception. That's why they need to make sure it sways in their favor. We got Boomerang. Well, Skype restarted, so I don't know. We might have to just cut on out. Let me see. I got another one here, though. Mike, you alive, Mike?
I think he's gone.
What?
Yeah, I just see you on my screen.
Damn, when he cut out?
Just a second before you said that.
All right, well, it looks like we got everybody. Skype is restarted. So that, until next time, ladies and gents, catch us on the next one. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah, my final thoughts. It's good to see these guys giving each other energy. For a long time, everybody was solely focused on Canelo. It's a good thing to see them going at each other now. Hopefully these fights can get made. But yeah, follow me on IG at big_supermax56. Peace out.
And if you want to recommend any topics, head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. And for on-demand shows, it's ThaBoxingVoice.com/on-demand. I know someone hit me up on Patreon asking about that. Peace. Oh, okay.